welcome back to my channel, Miss Pretty Plants. Today I wanted to share with you a little project that I'm doing in my front garden bed. I decided to extend my bed a little bit in the front to accommodate some new plants that I have in my garden that I purchased recently on a really good deal, and plants that I've always wanted to add to my garden. So what I'm doing today is I'm digging out this new garden bed. I laid out the hose and I edged around it, and I've removed the sod in here. And in this bed particularly, I'm not going to be doing the no dig method because I want to get the plants in before the fall, before the frost hits, and I kind of want to give them a chance to settle in. So what I've done is I have moved one of my wine and roses Vigella here. It was in a different spot, and I think this would be a good spot for it because it'll add some color in the spring, right in the front of the bed, and it will grow about 4 to 5 feet tall and wide, which will be a good spot for it to fill out here. So what I'm doing is in the space that I have removed this Vigella from, which is in the back here, I am very excited to add this Japanese maple that I just recently bought. It is called Little Anne's Jewel Japanese Maple. It is a beautiful Japanese maple which is not going to grow very tall. It's got this beautiful pink red variegation on it, and when I saw this tree, I fell in love with it. It was so pretty, and I kind of wanted something that wasn't going to grow too tall. So this is going to stay within the 10 feet range, and it's also a very narrow tree, so it's going to grow about 3 to 4 feet in width. So it's going to be a nice slim tree in the back of this border, in the middle of this border, and it's going to add such a nice pop of color in this bed. And more specifics on this tree are in the back here. It is basically an upright shape. It'll get up to 1.8 meters tall, and the foliage color on it is red, and it's got tones of fuchsia, pink, blue, and dark green. They're splashed throughout the foliage. It is heat tolerant, and it's compact, and it's perfect to add texture in the garden, which is exactly what I was looking for in this front garden bed. So I plan to put this in the back over there, in between the two summerific very awesome hibiscus plants that I planted recently, and I'm going to add this there. And I'm also going to rearrange a few of these plants in this new border to bring the smaller plants a little bit more on the outside. So I might be moving this carpet rose right up front so that I can see it better, and there is another Vigella in the back, which I will center in that bed, and then I will also add a few other smaller plants in the front here. I also have a Baptisia plant that I recently bought, which I might also add to this bed. So I'll share with you as I progress on this bed and how this look is going to start to take shape and how it's going to look. I'm really excited about this Japanese maple. It looks really pretty. It's already 6 feet tall, so it's got a good height to it already. So I'm very excited to add this in my bed today. So here it is. I've positioned this tree in the hole. I've planted a really deep hole for this tree, and I've placed this tree in the hole, and I think I'm happy with the way it looks. The branches are going out on both sides, and there is also a lower branch that will grow more outward. So I'm really happy with the way this looks. So I'm going to fill up the hole, and I just wanted to let you know that I haven't used any amendment in the soil or any fertilizer because I kind of wanted to grow in the native soil. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put anything in the planting hole. I'm just going to fill it back with my native soil and let it establish in here. So just wanted to give you an update on the progress so far. Just as I'm working, I see this cute little woodpecker. He is so cute. So here it is. The Little Anne Jewel Japanese maple is in the ground, and it's really looking nice in the spot as I show you from a little bit of a distance, it does add so much height, texture, color, the lacy effect, and the, you know, most importantly, I just love this play of color amongst all of these other textures and colors that are in this garden. So I am very pleased with how this looks in this bed, and honestly, I am so happy that I made this choice and I've put this tree in this spot because I'm going to enjoy it a lot in this bed. And also wanted to show you that I also planted a bonfire euphorbia just in front of it, because it picks up these colors of the tree and brings them forward and lower a little bit. And I really like this euphorbia because of its color, and it does turn a vibrant orange in the fall, and it gets beautiful yellowish bracts and flowers in late spring. So I really like this euphorbia in this spot, and what I'll do next year is I might add some other lower greener plants around it to add contrast, maybe something lime green or something that's more of a lighter green with some variation. So that's the plan for next year. This euphorbia will get 1 to 2 feet, like a circle or a mound, and so there is some space at the bottom of it to kind of plant some other lower growing perennials. So that's what I will do next year, but for now I like the placement of this euphorbia here, and in conjunction with this Japanese maple, I really like how this is looking. So I'll also show you what I did on this side. So I took out the Vigilia from the other side where I put the Japanese maple, and I moved it more to the front. So this is the vine and roses Vigilia. So this one doesn't rebloom, but it's going to give me blooms in spring into summer. So it's a good shrub to have in the front so that I can, you know, enjoy the blooms earlier on, and it blooms early. And the leaves on this one are very pretty as well, and they'll turn more burgundy in the sun. So I'm excited to have this one here. And I also planted another bonfire euphorbia here. I did not plant it very much in the front of the border because I kind of want to add maybe some bulbs or some other plants in the front next year, maybe some lilies. So I kind of left a little bit of the space here because this one is going to also be an early flowering plant, so it'll be nice, and after that it's just going to add this nice texture and color and pick up on the burgundy of this wine and roses Vigilia. So I like this here. And the other thing I did was I also added another Baptisia here. This one is the Decadence. I think this one is a pink lemonade Baptisia. This one gets these really nice lemon yellow flowers in spring, and they kind of have a two-tone effect. They change into pink at the bottom, and so they kind of look pink and yellow. So I'm excited to see what this does here. I love the wispy blue-green foliage on this, and I like the colors of this Baptisia here. Another thing that's really good about Baptisia is that it actually lends a lot of nitrogen in the soil, and this is something I did not know and I kind of learned recently. And it's from the pea family, so it's kind of very beneficial for your soil and for plants that grow around it. So excited to try this plant in my garden. I don't have a Baptisia. There was one other Baptisia that I planted earlier. I think that one is Blueberry Sunday, and I'm really like excited to have this one as well in my garden. And so I have two Baptisias to compare the colors and variation of flowers. I'm excited to show you this one in my front garden. And I also moved a rose that was in front of the Japanese maple there over here, because this rose always, you know, it has really sharp thorns, and it would always prick me as I am entering that bed and trying to work in that bed. So I think this will be a better spot for it. It is, I think, a state of grace rose shrub. So I recently planted it this year, earlier sometime in the summer, and it's a little bare right now because it did get black spot and I removed all the leaves, so it's looking bare, but it is flushing out a lot of new leaves, and I hope it settles in this new spot just fine. And I also moved this purple Pallas heuchera right in front here. I think it looks nice with this rock. And it is also flowering, so it's really pretty and wispy. And then I also moved this coral carpet rose as well in the front. This one is nice and vibrant, so I think it would have gotten lost if I left it in the back there. So I moved it here, and it's going to add this nice vibrant color right in the front over here. So there are still a lot of spots in here that I can fill and adapt to next year, but for this year I am happy with the changes. These plants will have enough time before frost to settle in this new location, and also you know, something interesting to look forward to next year, to see how these new plants bloom in my garden. And really excited about the addition of this Japanese maple. This is the Lance Jewel, and it's gonna grow about 10 feet tall, which is a good size. I don't want anything larger in this bed, so I think this was a good find for this bed. And I just wanted to, before I end this video, I wanted to show you this very pretty foxglove that has decided to rebloom, and I just love the color of this foxglove. It's so pretty. And I also have a plumbago which is blooming, and it looks really vibrant. So I'm hoping this one, you know, kind of grows all under this bed, like as a ground cover in this bed, and adds this carpet of blue over here. So this is really pretty. And I'm excited to also track the fall color on this plumbago. It's supposed to have a really nice burgundy fall color, so it is already starting to turn, which is very exciting to see. And I think I have another one here that I can show you. This one is more in the front, and it's already turning color, so it's really pretty. So on that note, I just wanted to thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more updates and more videos. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Hope you're having a great day, and keep posted for more updates and videos from me. Thank you.